All right, we're jumping right in. What if I told you the absolute most powerful wealth building tool on the planet isn't a hot stock tip? It's definitely not crypto, and it's for sure not some top secret hedge fund strategy. Look, I'm sharing this with you like a buddy who just really wants to see you win. The ultimate cheat code? It's just math. Boring, beautiful, relentless math. And the people who actually grasp this math, they don't just build wealth. They use it to buy something way, way more valuable. Time, freedom, the ability to literally wake up on a Monday morning and choose exactly what you want to do with your day.
So what if the secret to building wealth really is just simple math? Honestly, wrapping your head around this is an absolute game changer. That's exactly what compound interest is all about. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how it works, why the vast majority of people completely ignore it, and most importantly, what waiting is already costing you, like every single day. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with the basics. You know simple interest. You put $1,000 in a savings account, it pays you 5% a year, you get $50. Next year, another $50. It's linear, predictable, and frankly, it's pretty boring. But compound interest? Oh man, that is explosive. Instead of earning interest just on your original money, you earn interest on your interest. It's literally your money making its own money. Year one, your $1,000 at a 7% return becomes $1,070. But in year two, you don't just earn 7% on your initial $1,000, you earn it on the $1,070. It seems like a tiny difference at first, right? But over time, it creates this massive, explosive hockey stick curve that just shoots straight up.
All right, moving on to section 1, the 3 wealth levers, and those are time, return, and contributions.
So how do we actually control this machine? Well, there are exactly 3 wealth levers you can pull, but the absolute most crucial one is right here: time. Time is not just the most important lever, it is in a completely different league from the other 2. I really need to emphasize this with total urgency. To prove it, let me introduce you to 2 friends, Alex and Ben. Let's look at this setup. Alex starts investing $200 a month at age 22. At 32, just 10 years in, he completely stops. Done. He never invests another dime, he just lets it sit there. Now, Ben starts a bit later. He starts investing his $200 a month at age 32, and he just keeps going for 30 years, all the way until he hits 62. So if we look at the total money they actually pulled out of their own pockets, Alex invested $24,000 total. Ben invested $72,000. So Ben put in 3 times as much money.
And here is the punchline. Assuming a 7% average annual return for both of these guys, who ends up with more money at age 62? Alex wins. By a total landslide. He walks away with roughly $470,000, while Ben is sitting at about $340,000. Think about that. Alex invested 3 times less money, but because he started a decade earlier, the math literally did all the heavy lifting for him.
Which brings us to this quote that I really want you to just burn into your memory. You literally cannot compensate for lost time by throwing more money at it later. Consider this some brotherly advice, okay? If you're young, 18, 22, 25, this is without a doubt the most important piece of financial math you will ever learn. Every single year you wait costs you dearly. The earlier you start, the less of your own hard-earned money you actually need to invest. Period.
All right, let's look at our second lever, your rate of return. Basically, how much your investments grow each year on average. Now, the difference between a 5% and a 7% return might sound kind of tiny, but over 30 years on a $10,000 investment, it's the difference between ending up with $43,000 and $76,000. And at a 10% historical broad market average return, that same 10 grand becomes $174,000. Mind-blowing, right? This is exactly why high fees are an absolute killer. A seemingly harmless 1% fee on your investment doesn't just take 1% of your money, it silently kills your compounding, basically eating away a massive chunk of your future wealth.
Our third lever is contributions, how much money you're actually putting in. This one's a really simple linear relationship. At a 7% return over 30 years, $100 a month gets you about $121,000. Double that to $200 and you double your result to roughly $243,000. $500 a month gets you over $600,000. See? Straight line. Double the money, double the result. But remember my advice. If you can only pull one lever today, pull the time lever. Start with whatever money you have right now. $50 a month today absolutely beats $0 a month while you sit around waiting for a higher salary.
Okay, on to section 2, the numbers that will keep you up at night. Seriously, let's make this real.
We've talked about the levers, but these are the numbers that should honestly give you a wake-up call. Let's look at scenario 1. You're 25.
You start putting just $100 a month into a low-cost index fund. I mean, that's what? The cost of a few dinners out, maybe a couple of streaming subscriptions? At a 7% return, by the time you're 65, you've put in $48,000 of your own money. But your final wealth? That sits at a massive $264,000. That means $216,000 of that final number is pure, unadulterated compound interest. That is literally the market working for you while you are fast asleep.
But hold on, hit the brakes and let's look at scenario 2. Say you wait just 10 years. You decide to start at age 35 instead of 25, with that exact same $100 a month. By age 65, you end up with $121,000. So that decade of delay didn't just cost you the $12,000 you didn't invest. No, it cost you an agonizing $143,000 in lost growth. Let that sink in. That is the true price of waiting.
And if you need just one more comparison to really hammer this point home, let's look at a lump sum. $10,000 invested at age 25, left totally alone at 7%, grows to roughly $150,000 by age 65. That exact same $10,000 invested at age 45, it only reaches about $39,000 by age 65. 20 years of delay just wiped out $111,000. Listen to me, time is the only thing on this earth you absolutely cannot buy back.
So, this begs a pretty massive question, right? If compound interest is really this powerful, if it's practically a financial cheat code, why isn't absolutely everyone doing it? Let's pivot for a second and look at the psychology behind why we totally fail to use this to our advantage.
There are basically 3 main reasons we miss out. First, it's invisible at first. Remember that hockey stick curve we talked about? Early on, it just looks flat. You don't get those immediate feel-good dopamine hits, so people just give up right before the line goes vertical. Second, human beings are literally wired for now. We really struggle to sacrifice our current money for some future retired version of ourselves who honestly just feels like a stranger. And third, we wait for the right time. We tell ourselves, oh, I'll invest when I have more money, or when the market looks better. Listen to me, waiting for the perfect moment is a complete trap.
Section 3, your simple action plan. Enough theory. What do you actually do?
As your friendly neighborhood finance guy, I'm not just going to hit you with the math and leave you hanging without a playbook. It's time for an actionable, super simple plan you can execute today. This strategy is ridiculously simple. Step 1, open a tax-advantaged investment account, like a 401k, IRA, or an ISA, depending on where you live. Those tax breaks? That's basically free extra compounding. Step 2, choose a broad, low-cost index fund. You want to keep those fees tiny. Step 3, automate your monthly transfers. Set it up so the money moves the second you get paid and you never even have to think about it. And step 4, this is absolutely critical, do not touch it when the market drops.
Let me be incredibly firm on this point. The market will drop. You might even see a 30% crash at some point, but the drops are temporary while the compounding is permanent. Panic selling during a crash is literally the absolute fastest way to completely destroy the wealth-building machine you just created. Your only goal is to just let it sit there, and honestly, just try to bump up your automatic contributions every single time you get a raise at work.
I want to wrap this up with a realization that hits pretty hard. There is no right time. There is only today and later always costs you. Buying your freedom isn't about being some hotshot Wall Street genius. It simply requires starting today with whatever you have in your pocket right now. So, here's my challenge to you. Who in your life is putting off their financial future? Do them a massive favor and share this explainer with them right now. Because if time is the ultimate wealth lever, what exactly are you waiting for to pull it?